I actually have a question for you. We're live now, by the way, but I can't log
Okay.
into the main game because I'm on my streaming account, so I can't show off my frog. Do you think there'd be a possibility that we could switch who's sharing the screen at some point?
Yeah. What do you? You want to show the frog here, on the lake?
Yeah, like because I'm in testnet, I'm not able to show the frog or anything.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Gran. I see you say win at 9:43. Dignity reporting in. How you going, D?
Hello, y'all.
BRB,
Maybe.
we'll get some coffee. Nice, good choice. I have a coffee as well. Right. Um, very good. We'll just give it a couple of minutes, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Sal Power.
Did we announce on the
Probably,
server?
probably not.
Should we?
Hey, Knight. Hey, Lucas.
Lucas.
Lucas Berserker. Yeah, it's good that you can actually get to a stream, Lucas. I remember like last stream, you joined just as we were ending,
Announce something? We always announcing.
announcing something. Yeah.
Now, I asked if we announced the stream on the server. I
Oh,
don't think we did.
nah.
Should we do it?
Yeah, we can. I'm kind of at your mercy because I don't have Discord set up, which means I can just chill.
True.
Just chill.
Okay. Me do it.
We're competing with Aaron Judge at bats. Three at night. Why are you not sleeping? What is the stream about? The stream is about a game called Sunflower Land. This is the weekly wrap up we do. We do this every week. It's just going to be an overview of what's happened in the week, basically touching on gameplay updates, what's changed in the gameplay in the last week, um, what's upcoming, development updates, community updates, and then a giveaway. So stay tuned to learn about the game if you haven't played before, and most people in the chat are probably actively playing. So yeah, get excited. Yeah, 3 a.m. So I was just saying to Romy that I stayed up till 3 a.m. last night. Just such a bad decision. Woke up so groggy this morning. Had to get up at 8:30. Like, ugh. I was actually playing Vampire Survivors.
Oh, are you still going on that one?
It's so addictive. Hey, Pedro. Yeah, I don't normally do it. I used to stay up a lot later, but just recently I've just fallen into bad habits.
Hey, Jerry. Jerry's the one that got my frog,
Oh, really?
and then he sold it to me after he got his
Uh,
own. Yeah,
this is it.
nice.
Any airdrop potentially. Let's see. Okay, I guess let's get started. It sounds like you've announced because we've got people jumping in left, right, and centre. So welcome everybody.
Welcome.
Cool. Yeah. So what's been happening this week, Romy? In the game. It's good.
Well, it's a good question. There's always lots happening. We're
Yeah.
always working on a lot of stuff at the same time. But this week we have some good things to show. we probably will talk about the war, the happening, the cooking now that we have on the land expansion, cooking, feeding your bumpkin, the stamina and XP that were implemented. Um, we can recap the roadmap. There was also the frogs launch this week. There's an art competition going on. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
There's a lot of stuff.
there's a lot of stuff. So yeah, let's jump into the war. So this game is currently pointing at testnet, the one that you're seeing on the screen. So if I was to click the war points, you see on testnet the war is only 134 to 140, which is obviously not the case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to the analytics dashboard, and let's have a look at the war progress. So for anyone who doesn't know, there is a dashboard here under LOCD/SFL war, which tracks what's happening in the war every day. So the war has been going on now. This is the third week of the war. This week has been really, really crazy. Sorry, I'm gonna shrink you down a little bit temporarily. This week has been super, super crazy in terms of war points. Look at this. The week is not over, and we have 488,000 goblin war points and 453,000 human war points. That seems really a lot, right?
It is a lot.
That is so much. Yeah, so maybe it is. Dee just said foreman beavers at work, potentially because it is a week with wood. Potentially it is that.
There's gold as well.
There's gold and
Imagine
iron.
the amount of wood being burned this week. That's so good.
Yeah, this is incredible. This is crazy. I think I got around 2,000 war points this week. I minted the
Oh,
amulets, but
well,
yeah, and the top players are really, you can see over here, 12,000 war points for one player.
wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, 12,000 is huge. And then the goblin we've got a leader is currently 8,600 war points. So the war is going crazy this week. I actually thought this was a week I might be able to contend for top 10, but I don't think it's going to be possible for me to get into the top 10 at the moment. Yeah, I am. I literally am. Thank you for the subscription, Club Minions. I'm trying to win my warrior badge, 100%. But
It's a lot of war points to be on the top 10. What's
100%.
what's the 10th place? 3,000?
10th place at the moment on the human side is 2.8k, and
Yeah.
on the goblin side is 3k. So that's I don't know how much gold was each one? Was each gold one or two gold?
One.
One gold.
Yeah.
So what's that? 50, 600. Is that 600? No, 60 entries, right? So 60 times. So you have to have at
Well,
least 60 gold.
yeah.
And gold is like $6 a piece. So that's like 360 SFL in gold alone. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, so the war is going crazy, absolutely crazy. And also, speaking of war, yeah, let's have a look at the burn rate of wood as well, which should be quite interesting. Wonder if this has got it. Can you see wood on there? Crops, resources. Wood is unstoppable. Nothing can stop wood. I don't know if the chat can see that, but wood is just like it's out of control. Even with all the war spend on wood, look at this little dent. Dink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just stopping the. Yeah, so wood is. I mean, it's the beavers. I don't know. Like, has anyone actually proved it's the beavers? I don't know. They probably have.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see the top holders of wood, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But nonetheless, the war is going absolutely crazy this week. So if you're not If you're not in contention for the top 10, consider saving your war bonds or saving your resources for the next week. Or if you are in contention, just go for it. For those who don't know, the top warriors, I'll just quickly jump over to the documentation. The top warriors, this weekly leaderboard, will actually win a reward, which is a top warrior badge, and it gives you access to land expansion early. So, yeah. In addition to that, you are eligible for special rewards, which means airdrops. So yeah, the winning teams and top warriors get special rewards, and even the losing team, as long as you contribute to the war effort, you're eligible to get into the airdrops. So make sure to at least contribute once.
We need a Save Your Trees campaign to stop the wood production.
Oh, 100%, that's right.
I like that.
The green amulet, does it hold the boost of the 3 amulets? No, it does not.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. We can.
So if you want all boosts, you need to have all 4.
That's it. It's different. It's different to the beavers. All the moles is also like that, right?
Will the 30k SFL be split by the people who submit their art or be given to the winner of the competition? I believe the 30k will be split to all the, not all, but there will be many winners, let's say, because we'll pick multiple art to get into the game.
Yeah. Is there a way I can pause this? It's a bit flashy.
I'm not sure. I think it's a GIF. I don't think you can do it.
Okay. Yeah, so that's actually probably a good segue into the art competition. So players would have seen that an art competition has been announced by Adam just 17 hours ago. And yeah, 30,000 SFL and prizes to be won. So the art competition is for bumpkin artwork. So you can say, yeah, I mean the artists have been contributing to the game like selflessly for a long time. So it's great to have something like this, like a competition where people can get recognition and actually earn some SFL. I believe that the 30,000 SFL is split between the different categories. I'm trying to find where it says that around the runners up and everything. Here you go. There you go. In each category, shirt, pants, hair, there will be a winner and then 2 to 3 runners up. Each winner will receive a portion of the prize pool and also receive an airdrop of their item.
There you go.
Submissions, October 6th. So roughly 2 weeks. When will the green amulet be craftable? No date on that at the moment.
Actually, we can say what's the next item, maybe later on the live. If you stick around, we'll tell you what the next item will be available.
Cool. Yeah, so the art competition, design your favorite. There's already a couple of cool submissions here. One from God is Great, or known as Life is Great on GitHub.
Oh,
pretty cool.
This is cool.
It's like Miami style. That's what I see, like Miami Beach style bumpkin, completely ripped. Another really cool one, Digital Farms. Is this? It's Kotob. Yep. And congratulations to Kotob for getting ambassador recently. Yeah, so look at this. This is like Martian goblins. That's a really unique submission as well. Really, really cool. And I think it looks great with this background, to be honest. It reminds me, without the grass, sort of reminds me of like June or something like that. Or maybe Mad Max. Barren desert. Cool. What else have we got here? O'Neill. The legend is about a miner who received boosts in a pouch as a gift for his hard work.
This is so cool.
So cool. Amazing. Yeah, so I had a look through
This is
these this
really
morning. At the moment, those are the three submissions. There's also a lot of interesting bumpkin art. If you're just interested in bumpkin art, there's also a lot of interesting bumpkin art on the bumpkin templates GitHub discussion. I think it's really cool, and I imagine that more of the submissions on here will actually get copied across. So you got backgrounds from JCE, some really, really awesome backgrounds as well here. Tree back, that's really nice. Tree background. Amazing.
this.
No dark mode, yeah. I don't use dark mode. Yeah, so get your submissions into the art competition. It's super cool and super fun, and you have the opportunity to get your item. So if you win, your item will be in the game on bumpkins, and you will actually get it and be able to put it on your bumpkin and be the the first player to get their item basically. Should we send different clothes individually off the bumpkin, or as one on the bumpkin? Individually, like each piece should be individual. For example, like the boots here, old-fashioned boots is one item. So I think the bumpkin template might have the different breakdown of the items. I'll see if it does. Yeah, so shirt, pants, hats, necklaces, wallpapers, background. Each one should just be separate. Shirts, pants, hats, necklaces, footwear. Discussion
Right.
1389 is pumpkin. I'll have a look at 1389 quickly. Moving on from the... unless someone else has got another question about the competition, I'll move over to the other discussion.
Morning, Steve. Welcome.
Hey, Steve. Oh, yeah, the woodworking apron. Amazing.
This is good.
This is so cool. Here we go. Look at that. So good. Yeah, so if you... Watty?
Part of the Brazilian community.
Yeah, you should bring this over to... Put it in the art submission. Put it in the competition one as well. That way you'll... Because it's really, really nice. It's such a nice design.
Someone noticed that I got a new mic. That's good. I mean, it's not a new mic. I just started using a proper mic.
It's good that your voice can be heard loud and clear. Yeah, so really, really nice. And obviously you got a lot of support here as well around the...
That's a good question there. We'll have a representation of our bumpkin in town or the aisles like an NPC.
Yes. Yeah, so if we jump into the aisles, I'll just jump into the aisles now. I'll show you. So you can see this is my bumpkin here. In the top left, you can see I've got, I don't know if you can see that, but I've currently got like brown hair and a blue shirt, and my bumpkin here is actually the same bumpkin. So when I click on him, you can see on top of on the pop-up is my bumpkin, and here's the NPC of my bumpkin. So the bumpkin is integral to your land in the aisles, and it will when you change clothing, your bumpkin here will automatically change their clothing as well. So it's all going to link up together. Cool. Yeah. Since we just jumped in here, should we jump into some of those development updates, or should we just quickly cover off the hardening? What do you reckon?
Let's talk about the hardening maybe now, and then we can jump on all the other features that we implemented this week.
Cool. So I'll just bring up the docs on the hardening. So for those of you who don't know, the hardening happened this week, and the hardening divides the price of crops that you sell in the shop by half. Basically, all the prices get halved. So you can see here in the table, we just hit over. So over we just hit over
20 million.
sorry over 20 million SFL. It's actually not in supply, but it's the total SFL that's ever been. So 20 million SFL has been created in the game, and therefore we went over this threshold, and the prices have halved. Is it 30? Is it 30 million or 20 million? 20 million.
It's more than 20 million, less than 30.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So now when you plant and harvest your crops, if you go to the shop to sell, they'll be worth half of the price as before, as last week, for example.
100%, and it's quite interesting the impact. I'm not sure how people went with their halvening strategy, but the halvening is always a period where people strategize how to make a profit. I think generally the strategy is sell your crops, save your SFL, because the crop price is going to halve. But I know that some players are hoarding crops on purpose for the war. So yeah, it's actually a really interesting period for the halvening to happen. Yeah, so Cloud Minion says they're all for the war. We didn't sell anything. Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
going to release any more NFT tier 3 like the ones that already exist? I don't believe so, because the tier 3 and NFTs that we have at the moment are really overpowered. So we're trying to balance the NFT launches with the like boosts. We're trying to balance the boosts, so it doesn't impact a lot the economy in it. We can't have like a one item impacting this much on the economy.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, there are going to be NFTs of different power levels, but we have to make sure. Yeah, exactly what Romy said. That it has to be balanced. What are the odds to trigger the green amulets buff? That is not
It's
released
not
just
set
yet.
yet.
Not set just
Yeah.
yet. Yeah. Yeah. So the halvening was pretty interesting. I didn't actually feel too much impact from the halvening this time. I didn't sell anything, especially not my eggs. I've been hoarding eggs because eggs are also quite hard to get. So I've been keeping my wheat and my eggs. So I wasn't caught. But there's something interesting about the halvening is that tools are not impacted. So the price of tools remains the same.
Yeah, just remember that when we launch land expansion, we'll review all these, the pricing for the tools, all like the halvenings, and we can't change the halvening, but we will try and balance everything based on the halvening.
Yep. Yeah, so congratulations on the halvening to everyone, really. I'm actually just going to quickly check on, not on the price, but I'm interested to see the supply on Polygon Scan for SFL. Yeah, there we go. So you can see here we cracked 20 million
Yeah.
on the, yep. Which is pretty amazing. Cool. And the other interesting thing about the halvening that I checked this morning was its effect on the token price. The halvening can also have pretty big effects on the token price because obviously the supply of SFL drops. That's the whole point of the halvening. It's deflationary. But I found it interesting that actually there was very little impact on the token price. Something I was actually kind of expecting some movement during the time, but it wasn't. If we compare to ETH, it's actually very much the same, you know.
Yeah, we like SFL is always following ETH really closely.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so surprised though. I was thinking maybe with the halvening it might have diverged a bit, but there you go. So that's the halvening. Cool. Here we go. Going back to the aisles. Is there any other questions?
Any questions about the war or the halvening?
Steve asked, does it match June? Does the supply on Polygon Scan match June? Let me have a look. Here we
Probably
go.
at the top. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. So We've had a 200 and what was that? It
Yeah,
says 20
20
million,
million, 200 something.
270,000.
Yeah.
And if we look at the here, we've got 20,270,000. So June is in line with that. So when it says burn here, burn is actually the dead address. It's not the zero address. So you see the top holder of SFL holding almost half of all SFL is the dead address, and that is there because otherwise, if the SFL is truly burnt, the halvenings can reverse. We can have an unhalvening event.
Yeah, this is what happens on V1. It was
Yeah.
really interesting to see. And we had to figure out what to do with that because people were playing um, like burning SFL to drop below the halvening point and then buy stuff and then sell above the halvening. And it was all like it was interesting, but it wasn't sustainable, let's say.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't around for that, but I've heard the
Yeah.
nightmares. Okay, cool. Gameplay changes. So those were the two changes live that you can, that happened this week. The first being the continuation of the Goblin War, and the second being the Harvening happening. And what have we been working on this week, Romy?
Well, we can start with the maybe cooking.
Cooking?
Yeah,
Yep.
cooking is fun. So first, let's show them, yeah, how to cook and what's the idea behind cooking and how it works. Yeah. Um, as you see, Craig has already a fire pit on his land.
Yep. So I'm hovering on. This is a fire pit here. I'm hovering on it.
Yep.
Oh, it looks like I might have moved the screen then when you highlighted.
Yes. Um, so I think we've shown this before, but on land expansion, you'll be able to place your buildings. So you can place this fire pit wherever you want within your land.
Yeah, so I actually built that. You can only have one of them, unfortunately, so I can't place another one. But I actually built that and I placed it there because I felt like it. But yeah, um, that's my fire pit. I've got two land expansions, so I have access to a fire pit. You can see here as I get higher level, I'll have more buildings available to me.
Yeah, so for the fire pit, for example, we'll have more levels. Let's say we'll start with the fire pit, and then we'll have like we still don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be like a stove, and then something else, a kitchen or something. So you can upgrade your cooking building, let's say, and you'll also be able to have multiple cooking buildings. For example, you can have multiple fire pits in the future.
Yep. Yeah, that's
So
right.
you'll be able to be cooking, let's say, multiple dishes at the same time. Is there any question there? Can you place them only as you build them, or can you place them in another place later? You'll be able to move them around later on as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you're about to move them. Is there a?
Why are
Is,
the why are the NFTs not seen on land expansion? Yeah, this is just testnet, so you will be able to place your NFTs on your land as well. Yes.
Cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the fire pit, and I'm just going to. So right now, the only thing you can cook is a boiled egg. I've actually already got 9 boiled eggs, but I'm going to go ahead and cook one of my eggs and turn it into a boiled egg. So I'm doing that, gives the pop up. It's going to be ready in 60 seconds, and my fire pit is now, cooking an egg. So I just did that
Yeah, we
now.
can. Yeah, we can answer a couple of questions here. Also, if placing them going to cost resources, maybe a hammer. Uh, Once you build the fire pit, you have the building itself will cost resources, and then you can place it for, let's say, for free. You just need to build that item. Um, After placing it, you will. We're still thinking about it, but I reckon you need some sort of cost to replace them. I don't know what's going to cost yet, but maybe it's a good idea to have a hammer or something so you can replace it somewhere else. Um, team launch will be able to walk and swim like that guy on the right.
No.
No, not. Yeah,
Um,
forgot.
Super Synapse. There's some good questions around. Synapse has asked about balancing NFTs. Do we have anything you can talk about existing NFTs being rebalanced, or NFTs that were proposed with use cases but are currently decoration? The first question, rebalancing existing NFTs. That's we can't um,
Yeah, we can't undo what is done.
yeah, exactly.
We can get something out of the players. It's something that you guys own. We can't just remove it from your farm or change the way it works.
Yeah.
So
So
what we're trying to do is balance with something else.
yep. Yeah, so the balance might be in terms of like the way mechanics, like mechanical updates, but also the thing is that a lot of those T3s, there's not many beavers. There's like what, like 500 beavers or something. So although they are a source of wood as the player base grows, hopefully the proportion that is provided by beavers actually gets less. Um, yeah, and there is no burning mechanic. You can't burn your eggs, so you don't need to come
No,
back.
what he meant is if you forget to collect the egg, will it burn?
It won't burn.
Not,
No.
it won't burn. It's
Yeah.
just ready to collect.
Yeah. Cool. So I just collected my egg there. You can see that it popped up with a +1, and now I can actually feed my bumpkin. Oh goodness, can I? No food in my inventory. Interesting.
Live.
Okay. I'm not sure why that's showing that. Just interesting. Okay, that's all right. For now, what I'll do is that I'll just plant some stuff and make sure my stamina goes down. So in the top left at the moment, I've got 10 out of 10 stamina. This is the other thing we've been working on, is actually using stamina. So when I plant, see, I just planted a sunflower there. I'd actually used 1 stamina. So I'm going to harvest all these and then plant more, and I'm going to actually use my stamina. Got 5 out of 10 now used. I'm actually going to use up all my stamina. So I'm going to chop a tree. I'm going to do a few things. So I'm going to get an axe out of my inventory. I'm going to chop this tree. It's going to take 3. I'll actually turn the sound on as well, because the sound is interesting. So I'll chop this tree as well. And now I've got 1.1 stamina. So now that I've depleted my stamina, in theory I should be able to feed my pumpkin. But unfortunately, this doesn't seem to be...
Yeah, actually, I'm just
detected.
having a look what's going on here, mate.
Yeah, it's alright.
It should be working, yeah. This.
What is that? Yeah, so the idea behind this is that in order to get your stamina back, you can feed your bumpkin. So you can see here I've actually got a couple of XP points from cutting down those trees, but I've also got this 1.1 out of 10 stamina. Now, if I want to replenish my stamina faster than the natural replenish rate, it just went up to 1.2 then.
Just try something for me. Go into your inventory and just select the boiled egg.
Oh, yeah. Nah. Just refresh, see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the idea is that you're about to feed your bumpkin, replenishing your stamina, allowing you to keep playing. Or you can wait for a natural replenishment rate. So there is like, a natural replenish over time. So if you go away and go to bed and wake up in the morning, your bumpkin will be, at least semi-replenished. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there. Sorry, folks. But yeah, it's not much to see. It just shows you the boiled egg, and you can eat it. But it doesn't seem to be showing up.
Someone asked, how much stamina does boiled egg gives? So this is just testing. We're just giving like random numbers just for testing purposes. We haven't thought about the numbers yet, because this also needs to be balanced depending on the food, how much resource you need to cook that specific food. Boiled egg is only an egg, and then how much stamina it gives. So everything needs to be balanced depending on how big your expansion is and all this. So we need to think about all this yet. So the values you see here, they are just for testing purposes.
Yeah, exactly right. So yeah, everything's in all these numbers are in testing purposes because of that. Yeah, it's going to be a big challenge to balance. You still have to wait 1 hour to chop another tree. I think you can get the stamina back in this time. Yeah, you should be able to get the stamina back for chopping the tree. But things like, as you saw when I was planting when I'm doing everything, when I did everything on my farm, I don't have enough stamina. Like I've only got 10 stamina, but I've actually got, right now I have what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plots. So I can't even do all the plots right now with my level 1 bumpkin. So this is like an indication that I need to level up my bumpkin to get more stamina because I'm not able to do everything on my farm. Um, yeah, so that's what we've been working on. So pretty excited to do that, to get that done, which means on the roadmap, yeah, within the cooking, feeding, and bumpkin energy section. Oh, maybe we can open that as well. Open that modal up.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's new, yeah.
Yeah, it's new. So you can see here as well that, oh, it didn't actually reload, but you can see here that it's showing my XP, it's showing my energy, it's showing what I need to do for skills, and it's showing what I need to do for achievements. Skills and achievements currently isn't implemented. It's just the XP and the energy which is implemented. But yeah, we're getting close. So going to that.
So maybe we can even mention a bit about skills. We haven't implemented yet, but the idea will be like every level you get another point to place somewhere in the skills.
Correct.
It's like a traditional RPG skill tree.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're still fleshing out how that's going to work. It's actually coming up, I think, next week, so I can't take this at the moment, but this is done now. Feeding Bumpkin, which is in progress, so that's done, and now we're on to skill system and achievements. The current plan Super Synapse, and it's subject to change, is that the existing skills will basically be marked as legacy. The boosts will remain, obviously, because as we discussed before, we can't undo what's already done. So you'll keep those boosts, but the skill system will be redesigned, and those will just be, permanent effects for those players who got them. So basically, a reward for those who are playing in beta. Yeah, so the skill system is coming up for design. Awesome.
Right.
Is there any other... Oh, what else is on the roadmap? It's probably good to do a recap of what else we need to do before we get to land expansion. So we've done a lot. You can see there's a lot of ticks on the roadmap. We've still got a few things to do, but we're on track. We're on track for the November, which is the date that everyone's waiting for. So, yeah. What do we need to do? We've still got to add more buildings. Right now, you saw that we had the fire pit, and we had a few other buildings there. Those buildings need to be implemented. We also want to be able to place decorations, and this is NFTs and also other decorations. So things like the golden bonsai would be a decoration. The mysterious head, the war banners, all of those we want to be placeable on the land expansion. More resources, absolutely. And then there's a note here about the additional islands to access, bonus islands, and it's actually interesting. Like for example, here, this is an island, and you'll reach that once your expansion goes to the left once, to the left once, down once, and down again. You'll actually hit that level gated island. So we're going to build out some more of those. On the bumpkin side, there's just everything's done on bumpkins. It's just that community art. So that's where that art competition will lead us into having a good collection of bumpkin items for launch. And then what we're currently working on is the skill system and achievements.
Good question by Super Synapse. Do you have any plans for different farms to take different roles? For instance, crop farmers versus animals, minerals. That's what the skills will do, because you can pick one. You can pick your own path. Let's say you can decide where to place your skill points.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. You have the skill system, and I imagine also if depending on what you get on your land expansion, would almost dictate, um, your optimal strategy. Your strategy might be different to someone else's strategy based on what resources you have on your land. So yeah, it's gonna give imbalanced gameplay, which is quite good. Um, Not everybody is going to have exactly the same setup, which means that the economy is going to be driven by different players. Basically, there's going to be different market segments. It will be boring if I can't plant sunflower all the night anymore. Oh, good dedication. Yeah, D, we'll have to work together to figure out what's going to happen with the how the community garden is gonna play into the. We want the especially like the frogs. They look so awesome. I think you really want to have them on visible next to your other stuff. So um, yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work just yet. Cool. The other thing that happened in the game this week was the community garden.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
We just had the first community project launched this week, and it was really fun. Thanks for all the people involved. Do you want to show how to get to the community garden?
Yep. Let's do that. So, for those players who haven't visited the community garden just yet, we've got some sick beats here. Um, there's actually a goblin here, which some people say looks like Shrek and Donkey. But you click on here, and it will take you to the community garden. Now, definitely read this text. Um, the community garden offers NFTs built entirely by the community, which is amazing. So you can only use SFL, Sunflower Land Token, that is in your personal wallet, not your farm's wallet. And finally, the Sunflower Land team, and that means myself and Romy, does not maintain or support these features. Proceed at your own risk. These are community developed features. Just to be aware that when you're interacting with them, you're interacting with code that has been built by the community. And yeah, as Romy said, the very first project went live. The very first community project went live this week, and it was a really, really roaring success in my opinion. So let's visit the garden. If you were to have been part of the event, I'm on testnet by the way. I can actually try here. Yeah, I'm not whitelisted on testnet on this farm, so I can't actually mint one, but this is testnet. But on the main game, if you go here, it's actually going to tell you about the event. I don't know if you can share your screen, Romy. Would you be able to share your
Yeah,
screen maybe?
yeah, definitely can.
Cool. So we'll just get Romy to share his screen and go through it because my one's on testnet at the moment, so I can't show it. But I think it's probably worthwhile going through and showing exactly what happened.
Can you all see my screen?
Yep, we can see your screen.
Yeah, so going through the community garden, you would be able to mint your frog. So the first community project was by Project Dignity. Am I right? So we know the involved devs, the artists. Thanks D, Tiffany. It was a great project. So you could mint your own frog. This is my frog. It's called Romy, by the way. Thanks, guys, for naming a frog with my name. If you had the chance to mint your frog, you would see your frog on the lake here. So I don't know how many frogs can be shown on the farm at the same time. If D could answer that to us, I'm not quite sure. Do you know, Craig?
Yeah, I think from the documentation from Project Dignity, it's if you have a common, you can get two frogs. Is that right? and then if
I'm
you
not
have
sure.
a legendary, you get up to 6 frogs. So it's between 2 and 6 frogs, depending on
Oh,
the
six
rarity.
frogs.
Six
Right.
frogs. If you have a legendary frog, you're able to have 6 frogs on your farm. Okay,
Right.
D said it's currently bugged, so it's infinite right now. So there you go. But the documentation for frogs says that the limit is 6.
Okay. So yeah, you you were able to go here and just mint your frog. I already minted mine. It wasn't Romy. I didn't get Romy. So what I did is I sold my frog and bought Romy.
Are you able to
That
bring
was
up
fun.
the collection on OpenSea there?
Do you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
Oh, I can do it. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you want to share your screen?
Yep. Cool. Yeah. So this is the collection that was made. There isn't an ant frog. So this was just a recap. This was the community event from D, Tiffany, D Wise, VP, and Polaris. There was a group of 4 which made up a team called Team Dignity, and they really paved the way for community projects. So it's really crazy. I think in the first 24 hours it was around 7 ETH traded. The volume was 7 ETH, which is incredible. It was chaos at the very beginning. There was so much trading and going on, and you can see them here, and they look awesome.
And it was really fun to watch all the trading happening as well.
It's
Because
so
people
fun.
were trying to get their own like frogs with their names. I was one of them. I was trying to get Romy for a long time, and Jerry was like he minted my frog, like the frog with my name, and then I was pinging him every day to try and get my my frog.
Yeah. So there's some funny stuff happening. I'm just gonna move your head out though. So
Oh, by the way, yeah, Jay Snicks just said, and I went to the Filipino chat just to try and get your frog, Craig. They didn't
yeah,
want to sell it to me.
yeah. So my frog is currently unobtainable, unfortunately. There's a frog called Craig, but it's very very expensive. Here's Romy. This is owned by Romy
By
Potato
the
Pod.
way, it has a hat.
Yeah, so Romy has a pretty cool hat. Cowboy.
Yeah, there are other frogs with our names. Like there's Adam, and the guy who bought it is selling for
Oh
$1 million, I
my
think now.
goodness, yeah. Adam. Can the community only contribute without doing gaming mechanism? At the moment, Jerry, that's the case. Is the first, at least this first project, it's all just from your personal wallet, uh, directly to those smart contracts. So it doesn't give you in-game mechanics just yet. But we're always iterating. So if the community finds a way in which, or suggests a way in which we can do it where it's sustainable, I think we're all open to that. It's just about we don't want to have too many very specific mechanics. We don't want one community project to have one mechanic and one to the other, because then we will have too many mechanics to maintain. So those mechanics need to be shared, basically.
And also remember, this is the first project,
Yes.
so we all learning how to do this. We testing new stuff, so we never know what the future holds, but everything can happen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stack you on top of me here, Romy. There you go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So Adam is currently listed at 1 million USDC.
And by the way, this person, I don't know who it is, but this person bought Adam for $1,000 yesterday, and it listed for 1 million.
Yeah, really intense stuff. Great royalties though. The team, Project Dignity, just takes the royalties, and that's, I imagine, will be used to fund future projects. So yeah, really, really, really nice for everybody, really.
By the way,
Yeah.
I'm curious now of how much Craig is going for now. I really
Okay.
want to get that one and give it to you, mate.
Oh,
But
mate.
this person doesn't want to sell it
500
to me.
USDC for
No,
Craig.
sorry, I'm not paying 500.
Yeah. Cloud asked to view Cloud, so let's have a look at Cloud. Oops, name. Cloud, and we'll also look at the legendaries. Dee mentioned around the legendaries have been updated, so they have animations, so that would be cool to have a look at. Here we go, Cloud. And Cloud owns Cloud, so congratulations to Cloud for owning Cloud.
Nice one.
Very nice, rare. Okay, let's have a look at these animations. So yeah, these frogs that they've been developed, they have different rarities, obviously, it's funny that the rarest is actually common. So common is the most rare, and then legendary is the second most rare. So if we look at the legendaries, they have. Let me just clear these filters.
And just between us, I tried getting this common, but
Yeah, I put an offer in for a common as well. Yeah, I love this. This one here is so cool. See that? Watch this
yeah,
Bulby.
I really like the animations.
Watch
I like the golden ones that it looks like they like shining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the where's the one I really like? Like these ones. Shing.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So cool. It's really cool. I think there's one of them that has a watermelon and has the rainbow as well. There was a frog that has both. I think it had the animated skin and it had the watermelon bottom. So if you have the watermelon bottom, it does that jumping effect. Or maybe there wasn't one that had both. Interesting. Yeah, actually that one's really cool. I like that. I like the gold helmet. Westy's really cool as well. Yeah, so congratulations to the team. That was a really, really awesome launch. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see what you do next. Right. What else has been happening in the community? We've covered off the art competition. Oh yeah, I think it's probably something worth mentioning is that the community contributions come in many ways, shapes, and forms. I thought I might just go through what else the community contributed to the code base this week. So I had a look at the previous commits, and I saw that Deck V5. So thanks to Deck V5 has done a few PRs changes, and also Little Einstein has also committed a few changes. So good on them for making these changes. These are really, really nice touches, and it's so good to have a community that actually makes these changes. You can see here changing, making the pop up that tells you how much SFL you're going to get for selling all your crops. It's just super, super nice. So thank you a lot for that. And just small things as well, like just changing, like this flag was really, really blurry on OpenSea, and just changing, just making it so everything.
Yeah, I don't remember who did as well, but they upgraded the script for generating the metadata for OpenSea.
Yeah,
it was a good one as well. I don't remember who it was, but it was a really good one.
Yeah, so nice. Yeah. I also we can have a look at who updated that script. It was under scripts.
Azara. Mr. Grant.
Azara. Yes, thanks Azara for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just again, there's another one by Deck. Just really good eagle eye for detail, making sure that each one does not have the full stop, which most of the in-game dialogue doesn't have a full stop on it. So.
And we really appreciate all your help, because sometimes we're really deep in the weeds here doing our own stuff, building land expansion, and we don't have enough time to look at all these details that you guys find.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Cool. And Little Einstein also made a quite a nice quality of life fix, was so that the leaderboard is closed because it was taking up too much screen on the modal on the screen for the mobile. Sorry, not modal. So I think that's a really nice touch as well, because once you know that the leaderboard is there, you don't necessarily want to see it every time you open up your phone. So also a shout out to Little Einstein for that change. Oh yeah, did you see this thing? Have you seen
No,
this
what's that?
character
No.
in the game?
Oh yeah, I did. It's
Yeah.
at the top.
Yeah, it's cool. We'll quickly visit that. That was the quiz leader. So there's another community contribution. Let's go up to it. There it is. Congratulations, Team Goblin, the reigning champions of Sunflower Trivia. So good.
Really nice. Yeah, I like it.
Hey, Agek99.
Remove that goblin from my farm. Right? You should have won the trivia, so you would have a different image.
Okay. Nice. So that's the roadmap, the garden, the June analytics, the SFL price from the halvening, the community contributions, which I guess leaves us with a giveaway.
Giveaway time then.
Giveaway time. So you know what the question's going to be?
I do. Do you want me to ask?
Yeah, mate. So what's the reward first?
So we're gonna give away 20 gold, 80 iron, and 200 wood. What do you think?
Yep. And how much?
Not-
30k SFL.
Not 30k SFL now.
Yep. So just repeat that: 20 gold, 80 iron, and 200 wood, and to 3 players.
3 players? Oh, you're very generous, man.
Cool. Do you want to?
Okay, you guys ready for the question? The question is, what item is going live in the workshop next week? Not yet. Haven't seen. Not yet.
Oh!
I
Ah! There it is.
Someone got it. Okay. Let me see. I think the first person was AM Diral Dota, is it?
Yep.
What's that?
Admiral Dota or Admiral Dota.
AM, yeah.
Second was who? Because there was 3. Carrot
Carrot
and
Huntler.
Huntler.
1-on-1. Yeah.
Cool. So the 3 winners.
So we need our your farm IDs, please.
Yes. Please place your farm IDs, and we will put those in a chest for you.
So yes, on Monday, we're gonna be adding to the war tent the warrior shirt. That was fun.
Oh, yep. So I'll just write
Okay.
those down.
Carrot is 141569.
Okay, let me just copy those down so I don't forget. So 5905 for Amdarul Dota. Oh, I've lost the other one. Lost. Okay. We'll go through the chat. It's all good. All right.
Yeah. Thank you all for sticking with us. Yeah, I think we are all good. Do you guys have any questions?
How many war bonds? I actually don't know the answer for that.
Me neither. So you have to wait.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. See you, Selpa. Thank you.
All right.